So I wanted to close off by giving some tips for CS majors, people who maybe high schoolers who are interested in CS, people and like maybe freshmen, college freshmen. So you can find a much larger list by just Googling tips for CS majors. And that's actually what I did. And I found the top 3 that I actually followed. And I would suggest you to follow as well. So the first one is to get a Mac or Linux computer. It really makes your life a lot easier. You can install things a lot in a much more friendly manner. This is really good for your first year when you're just getting started with things. And also being familiar with the Unix or Linux terminal is really important. You're going to have to be familiar with that in pretty much any software engineering role. So next is hackathons. So hackathons are 24-hour events typically 24 hours, where you can, you're given some sort of prompt and you develop a project that can solve whatever problem. And it's a great way to meet people, to make new friends. There's typically a lot of guest speakers and workshops where you can learn new things. And these hackathons, they're sponsored by typically a lot of companies. And so there's going to be lots of free food, good, interesting prizes. And the reason these companies, they sponsor these events is because they want to reach out to students like you. And so if you go to these hackathons then and you say you win a prize, you win some sort of category, or just by talking to representatives from the companies, because they will have recruiters there, and you will be able to get in contact with these companies to get interviews for either internships or full-time positions. So my last piece of advice would be to point out your entire course schedule by the latest freshman year, spring semester of your freshman year. So this is important because not every class is offered every semester. So some classes might only be offered in the fall. Some classes maybe only once every 2 years. And you want to make sure you have all the requirements for the class, like when the opportunity comes up. So this is also very important for if you want to graduate early, because a lot of requirements, they are stacked on top of each other. You need to take class A before class B, before class C. You want to make sure that it's all lined up for you to have taken all of them by the time you graduate.